All right, so who wants to open the show?
You, since you open it.
I vote Matt.
Nope. Not happening.
Seconded.
I already voted.
You got downvoted.
Well, I did it last week.
He didn't. Clay did, and he stumbled over it.
We had 3 different versions last week.
I think it's back to you there, Jesse.
I think it's to Derek.
Yeah.
No, I'm just a special guest. Special guest don't come in and do the hosting.
Well, I've done it twice. Am I not?
Special
Am
guest.
I not fucking special?
You are, but now you're a regular guest.
Yep. You are a reg. You got your own parking spot.
Wait a minute, we got parking spots?
I've been riding the fucking bus.
Loser cruiser.
I really want to download this game now, Jesse. It actually looks pretty cool.
It is. The physics on it, like when you're cruising along, like the tires will deform with the mesh or with the terrain and everything, and like when you're driving through the mud, you actually you'll sink like halfway into it, and you'll deform like the mud and everything, and it's actually a real decent physics simulator.
So did you actually use your wheel or not?
No, you have to use your mouse or your keyboard or a controller.
What's that one? Was it Rigs of Rod or Rod of Riggs?
I tried that fucking thing, and that was just a pain in the ass.
Was it?
The one that did you see the one that we were just talking about though?
Yeah, I've seen it.
Yeah, I tried Rigs of Rods, and it was just like, it was
the crash
cool.
model's ridiculous.
I couldn't even get to a point where I could even test any of that shit. Like I could get going and everything, but the physics were driving the car was just so bad.
That crash physics thing you commented on, Derek, in iRacing was unreal. Where it was that pickup truck.
Oh yeah.
That was crazy.
That's not Rigs of Rods, is it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, it is.
Yep.
You know that shit we were just talking about, and then I brought it up again. That shit.
Let's see.
By the way, Dick Trickle. Have any of you guys heard what happened?
Yeah,
shot himself. Fuck,
dude,
crazy.
he called 911, said there's going to be a dead body here, and it's going to be mine.
Wow.
He went,
How is that?
Yeah, he went off the deep end for whatever reason. That's crazy.
I guess they tried calling him back and he didn't answer right away.
So Matt's already heard this once, but I'll tell you guys because I said it in the private channel. Did any of you hear about that Jennifer Jo Cobb getting her holler stolen?
Yeah, no holler back, girl.
God damn it, I was going to say that. Do you follow him on Twitter?
Who?
NASCAR Chasm.
Oh, no, Brad Keselowski retweeted it and I followed him.
You should follow him. He's so fucking funny.
He's got to unfollow somebody before you can follow somebody else.
That's a good point.
He will not go over 69 followers or following.
That's a good point. It's a very solid point. Jesse, sorry, bro. Gotta drop you.
That's fine.
Is it?
I don't fucking care. I barely use my Twitter. But if you unfollow me, we're done.
Oh. All right, cool. Cut and test.
This show again.
Well, all right. Here it is. This is episode number 7. Episode number 6 was being worked on earlier tonight, but I got preoccupied. It is done, and they'll be up together. You can listen to 6, and then you can listen to 7 right after. It'll be beautiful. And with me, as always, is Paul Miles.
What's up?
And his new husband, Derek.
Wait, what?
What?
Yo, what?
See, that's what happened. That's what happens when nobody else wants to do the intro.
I even answered the call.
They are Mr. and Mrs. Derek or Paul Miles.
Oh.
With us again is Clay Snyder.
Howdy.
And the naming sponsor of our beautiful Outlaw late models, Mr. Matthew Rolfe.
Bringing up the rear.
Bringing up the rear.
That's what she said?
Where are you going to start on the thing Sunday, Matt? Are you going to bring up the rear? Is that the...
Yep, 25.
He just wants all the passing points.
Well, I'm not running for any of the prizes, so I figured if I'm going to start the race, I might as well give up my spot and just start in the rear. Run for the hell of it.
See if you can't wreck somebody.
Wreck everybody.
Hey, So, how much you want to bet I can do some of that?
That's your show, man. You can fucking do whatever.
Well,
No.
it is going to be a SARA show, so somebody's got to spin the '93 car.
After the race, he says, "This is just a fucking joke. I'm going to fucking race. Fuck y'all."
That's what Chris tonight, he wasn't too happy. He was like, man, because he hadn't put in much practice there, I don't think. Hopefully he'll get it a little bit quicker. I think, yeah, Derek, you got the setup working a little better.
Yeah, they took a big swing at it before the race started tonight and found a little something there. So
So, Paul, do you want to go over who made it into the show?
Well, going into the race, there was pretty much a logjam right there for that last transfer spot. We have 3 guys in the top 10 who are declining their invites. Matt, who is going to start in the rear, like you just said. Scott Dunlap has a bowling tournament that he says he's got a better shot at winning money at. And, then a couple of days ago, Taft Baldwin told me that he's got a scheduling conflict. So we've got we're basically going to take 10. We're going to take 10 guys out of the top 13 is how it's going to work out. So right now we got Justin Rose now, who is pretty much running away with this series this year. He's first. Jared Boyrose, who's run a lot with us, he's second. Ray Farlow's third. Randy Schreck's fourth. Robert Matthews, who's a new name this year, is fifth. Matt's sixth. Chris Roberts, who's the defending series champ, is 7. Matt Eady, who's another new guy, is 8. Scott Dunlap and Taft Baldwin are 9 and 10. They're not going to be running. So that drops it down to the Bellinger boys. Kenny Bellinger is 11th, and Mike Bellinger is 12th. And then Jesse snuck in there with the last first spot in 13th.
By some miracle. I thought for sure, I was like, you know what, I just keep it clean tonight, and just a little bit of contact between me and William, who also won the race tonight. He came up into me. He apologized after the race and everything. He just kind of came up into me and got me shitty, but no big deal. Made it in.
I'll tell you what, though, it was a hell of a race, man.
It was fucking balls out, like 2 or 3 wide almost every lap, and
yeah,
it was good.
I mean, there were let me see how many cautions. There weren't many cautions considering how hard you guys were running tonight.
it's 4, wasn't there?
Well, 7.
So
7.
where the hell did 7 come from?
There were a
It
couple
seemed like
real-
it's that many when you're in the race, but yeah.
There are a couple real early cautions, and they only run 2 or 3 laps for the cautions because it's a half mile, or a mile on the oval. So the cautions are usually pretty short. But there were 2 cautions in the first 12 or 13 laps that kind of stacked them up real quick. But I mean, considering we had guys at one point. I think you guys were trying to take it 4 wide at one point in the top 6 or 7 spots. So. There was a lot of door to door all the way around. There were 3 lines going around the turns, and it was just, it was an outstanding race. It was one of the best races I've seen, period. So I mean, I couldn't be happier or more confident going into Sunday's show.
Someone is breathing super hard into their mic.
To Luke Bryant.
Someone's got a real good nose breathing going, I think.
Somebody has a deviated septum.
I think it was Derek.
It may have been.
And Clay just changed his avatar again.
Sorry.
No, it's cool, man. Change it all you want.
It's a little slideshow for us. We're entertained.
Yeah, I mean, there were a couple new names tonight. Cody McCauley, he started running with us. I guess he's got 2 starts now. He went from worst to first, started 21st with no qualifying time, and ended up putting together 125 points with 20 bonus points, which is a SARA record.
Wow.
He knocked Justin Rosenau off. Rosenau he's won the last 4 races now, I think.
3.
3, yeah. He won the last 3. Won all 3. He won the first 3 New England races.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, he didn't win the New England swing.
Well, he still got on points, but he didn't sweep the swing. See what I did there with the alliteration?
Again.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of alliteration, man. But no, I mean, there were a lot of guys finishing in places that I didn't expect. Um, a couple guys got shuffled back because of Rex. Matt ended up on the pit wall somehow. There, right at the end.
Yeah.
That
I
could have been
told someone
fun.
last night in the mock-up race, I was like, I don't think I've finished on my roof once. I don't think I flipped over once. And of course, tonight I flipped over, landed on my pit wall with my tire up through my window and everything. It was pretty good.
Yeah, I was thinking a similar thing coming in tonight. I was like, man, I did an official race at New Hampshire in the late model. I got third, and I won the race last week, and I would have had second last night had I not run out of gas. I was like, I've had a really good week here at this track. I haven't had any wrecks or anything, and I was like, and prior to the race, I was like, and it's gonna happen tonight, so just be ready for it.
Just be ready. Jesse ended up finishing 12th, right behind KB, and snuck in on points.
Yeah, it would have been awesome to finish because we were racing really hard, like the top 6 or 7 cars. It was a real big pack, and it was a lot of fun. But then just kind of had contact with William, what was I gonna say? And at one point I was all the way back to like 18th, and I had like a minute 20 of required repairs for I could even come back out, and then I had 4 minutes of optional, and I had my wheel turned I had to keep my wheel turned over about 90 degrees the entire rest of the race, just to go straight. But it wasn't. It was fine. I came away and did what I needed to do to get in.
And then Chris Roberts finished dead last. Ended up he only put 49 or not even 49 laps on the board. He put 24 laps on the board. Got into the wall, I guess. Made a hard left and ended up in the old Clay Snyder on his lid on the tire barrier. And
I don't know. He must have just been frustrated or something. He usually doesn't bail. Usually he'll stick around and turn laps for points, and because that people are gonna get wrecked and bail out. Like Gronkowski bailed out again tonight.
especially that early in the race.
Yeah.
I
don't know.
You could have picked up. I mean, it's obviously he's a top 4 guy in the series. He missed last week, and this week he finished dead last. So I mean, these are going to be his drop weeks, so he'll be fine in the points chase as long as he keeps it clean the last 3 weeks. But it's unusual for him to drop out. Looks like it's only his 3rd disconnection. So yeah,
one of them wasn't voluntarily.
That's true.
Yeah.
I don't want to have been the. Was it his cable or his electricity?
So I think his power went out because there was a storm or something.
Right. Yeah. I don't want to. I wouldn't want to be the person on the other end of that phone call to the power company.
That was the New Smyrna race last year.
I think
The
so.
last season. Yeah.
Oh, was it last season?
Yeah.
My bad.
I don't know. Might have been March would have been this season. No, it would have been last season. Right before Clay's win at Iowa.
Get it fucking together.
I will murder you and anyone you've ever loved.
Oh, damn, that means me
Wow.
too. Shit.
That escalated quickly.
Come on.
I'm getting a picture for you right now, Paul, for your post.
All right. Oh, while we do that,
Gotta doctor it up.
we've got one more contingency sponsorship to announce. Matt Eady, whose dad, I forget his Matt's dad's name, but he's a 7-time ASA.
Is it Mike?
Yes, yeah, it is.
My dad knows him.
Is it the ASA racer?
Yeah.
Oh, no shit. I don't know who you're talking about.
Yeah. But Matt Eady works for Hal Racing, and he's going out of pocket for this deal, but he's putting up a Hal Racing package. I think it's going to be a T-shirt or a hat or a T-shirt and hat. He's going to put up something for the winners of both shootout races. So the winner of the SARA and winner of the car shootout races get something now, and he's going to put up a Hal Racing package for whoever is first after the first 25 lap segment. So now you got a reason to run to push up front, even though you're trying to game the invert. So, try to try to do something there. So we got to be close to 600, 700. The prize package for this show is just fucking bananas. It's bonkers.
It's just bananas. That's all you get.
Madness.
No, my dad was watching one of my races that I'd I think it was the Stafford race where the fucking audio cut out and I didn't catch it in time. I think he was watching that and he's like, "Hey, that Matthew Eddy guy, I think he's saying, is his father's name Mike? Where's he from?" And I was like, "I'm not sure." He's like, "Cause his dad used to run some race, I want to say maybe Oxford or something like that, or he used to run some stuff around here, and he used to run number 88." And it's like, so yeah, I'm pretty sure that, I mean, it's got to be the same guy then. It's pretty wild.
Yeah, we got some guys that are related to some racers, which is kind of cool. And we got some, and I think Matt said that it's either Matt Eady or Robert Matthews. I always want to invert those guys. But they're talking about, one of them's talking about putting together a late model team himself now. So we're starting to break into some real steel guys.
That's cool. I'm ready for another picture of Clay here. I don't know about you guys.
There needs to be a countdown timer.
Look at that tie. You wear it with purpose.
Now here's a little trivia for you. Here's a little trivia while Jesse gets his shit together on this picture. And by the way, Jesse, email or Facebook that to me because I'm on Skype on my iPad. All right.
Yep.
Mike Eady won the ASA National Tour in 81 and 82. In 80, it was won by Mark Martin. In 83, it was won by Rusty Wallace. So that's
interesting.
Something.
I got an ASA left front fender hanging in my dad's garage that a race car driver, Scott Wimmer, gave to me when he came up here and raced it in Louisville one year. That's my fun fact.
Good story.
Yeah, cool story, bro.
Cool story, bro. Tell it again. Dude, Facebook or...
No, that was something else.
Oh. Is it?
That's awful. Poor dog.
That is.
Clay is just so distraught. Just can't even enjoy it.
I can't even stop looking at it. Oh, that's outstanding. That's fun.
Did you see the cotton candy one that I posted on Facebook earlier?
Yeah,
Oh
I
my
did.
God. Did everybody else see that?
No.
I saw that somewhere else. I didn't see you post it, but I think I know what you're talking about.
It cracked me up for a good solid minute earlier.
You know who that looks like?
Is that a Yankees game?
I don't know.
I want to see
Looks like
the...
Zach Braff too.
You
The
have to make that
non-reverse
the
of it.
picture of this podcast.
Oh, I've already got an
Posted.
idea for that one.
Okay.
No, just loop this for an hour.
That would be so much more work.
Wow.
That's beautiful. Oh my God, that's magnificent.
GIFs are the best. GIFs, whatever the hell you want to
There
call
you go. So what else happened this week? Tuesday, yeah, that was interesting. I barely even made it into the race on time. My wheel was in pieces before I joined. Like seriously, 5 minutes before I joined, like my shit was everywhere. And I was like, I don't even know if this thing's gonna work still, but let's put it back together and let's find out. And it worked. I think I got like 5 laps of practice in.
That was a competitive race as well. South Boston with the street stocks.
I love South
43
Boston.
lap green flag on there too.
Oh, there you go, Matt.
Yeah. Better than nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Looks good. Now the ugliest one that everyone has is Paul's. Snap.
What are you saying now?
Picture.
What's wrong with my picture?
That's the ugliest fucking one up there.
Good. That's the point. So.
But yeah, that same guy won the street stock race that won tonight, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
2 for 2?
It sure was, wasn't it?
He actually runs down at Paul Boswell's Montgomery Motor Speedway. He runs the street stockers down there.
And he's an asshole. Just kidding. No, he was good. I liked racing with him. He was good.
I was kind of worried about him up there because I didn't know how good he was. I think he was in the number 2 car. We've had some bad luck with the 2 car, but he seemed to run pretty good.
Who we had bad luck with the 2 car? Who else?
Chase Rodman.
Oh, right. How do you guys remember that shit?
He had quite the stir in the league that day.
Yeah, but I couldn't even tell you what his car looked like. I couldn't even tell you what number he was.
Black number 2.
Oh, there you go.
Like, what's it like not living in drunken haze?
Boring.
I've
I had a
raced with
pretty
that
decent
William
run,
guy
though.
in other hosted sessions. He's usually fast, but he runs you hard, pretty much like I said earlier.
Was he in those Nordgar races with you?
Yeah, he was in one Nordgaard race with me, and that was the one I was telling you about where I was pushing the guy in front of me at Talladega. He was pushing his guy, and he just come up and door slammed the hell out of both of us. It could have been net code, I don't know, but it was his car either way, and wrecked about half the field. But that's the way it goes sometimes. Plate tracks.
I tried to watch those, but I swear to God, there's like something because I have Time Warner Cable, and I cannot for the life of me watch Twitch TV streams anymore. It's
They glitch up.
so bad. It's like it'll play for 2 seconds and then it will freeze for like 10. And it's definitely not my computer or my internet or anything. Like I've done so much Googling on it, and it's like a huge issue across so many different providers. And
It happens on mine as well.
I think it's some sort of like network routing issue over some sort of carrier or something like that. I don't know, but people think it's Time Warner that throttles it, but it's totally unwatchable and it really sucks.
Usually what I do is I go back and just watch the races on his Twitch account. Once he'll just save them or whatever. So you can watch them that way. But Clay, you should definitely get in on them if we've spoken about that. Get in on them because
I tried to last time and it said I was ineligible. I don't know if there's a SR or IR cap or what.
I think he has an SR cap on it. What's your safety rating?
Well, it just dropped because I just got promoted, so it's back down to like a 2 point something.
Where'd you get promoted to?
B.
There you go.
Yeah, I think for him, if I'm not mistaken, you have to be B class and 3.0 and higher.
Oh, well, I'm like 2.71 now, so I should be able to get that up.
All right, cool. Yeah, they're fun. They're fun to race in. So,
how do you how do you get promoted to get the black stripe? What is it, like 5,000 I rating or something?
I got to finish in the top 10 in A.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, you have to finish top 10 in the A class.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So it's the only way.
I could do
What do
it.
you mean? We all have it right now.
Right.
I noticed after that update today, my shit loaded so much faster.
Yeah.
That was good because I was like, man, what the fuck? This usually loads like not instantly, but usually just takes a few seconds. Now and then it would take like 30 seconds before, but I guess it was some kind of bug in the Gibson.
Yeah, it's been slow since the new build.
I got that. Hack the planet.
Speaking of that, did you hear about Angelina Jolie's double mastectomy?
I did.
Yeah.
I did.
Pour some out, you know.
Yeah, right.
So
sad day when we lose those two puppies.
the thing I was unclear about, they made it kind of seem like she had it done a long time ago. Or not a long time ago, but not like she just had it done.
Well, is it long time ago, like our time or titty years?
Explain titty years to me.
You want to know the science behind titty years?
Yeah.
Well, it's almost like dog years, where for every normal like human year,
Uh-huh.
it's like half a year in titty years. until you get to about 32, and then it goes straight to dog years. It goes to pregnant dog years.
So simple now.
Now you know.
I've always wondered what it'd be like if you could see, like, compare a set of tits like that were, I guess you could say, raised in space compared to.
Where are you
Because
There's
going
no
with this?
effects on gravity.
You guys ever think about that?
Not at all,
Nope.
but I will now.
Raised in space, like they were nurtured,
They were
brought up,
cultivated. They were
they went to
grown.
school and stuff.
Yep. So
That,
nobody else thought of that. Okay.
no.
You guys are weird.
I got not one thing for that.
I got laughter. That's about it.
Because, I mean, you got to think about the constant effects of gravity, what that does to them. It's not good.
You know, they're generally supported throughout the day. Do you think the same thing about testicles as well?
Definitely. No. I think, I don't know, I haven't thought about that.
If testicles were raised in space, they'd just be bouncing around all over the place, floating.
What is this, Matt?
You'll see.
I know, I see it. Is this
Oh.
a squirrel caught by its balls?
Oh my god!
Yeah.
That's rough. See? If he was in space, he wouldn't have had that, bro.
Wow. Did it die? I think it just died.
I
I would die.
That's what you get for fucking trying to eat out of the bird feeder.
Are you
Fucker.
sure it's not pole dancing?
He's doing it wrong.
Wow. Poor guy.
Anyways.
Apparently he'll work for food.
So what was yesterday? Yesterday was the mock the mock all-star race. That was interesting.
I think we figured out how we're gonna do that whole 5-lap break segment thing.
Yeah, that was kind of a mess last night.
It
It wasn't
yeah.
too bad, but we just didn't get it restarted till like lap 35 instead of 30.
Yeah, we burned 4 or 5 laps. So I'm really glad we tried it that way.
Yeah.
So if this goes up before Sunday, and any of the Can-Am guys who, whatever, listen, maybe, whatever, they, what we're gonna do is basically we're gonna run to the stripe on lap 25. When you cross and you're on lap 26, you're gonna start a cool down. And you're just gonna bring it into the pits, and you're just gonna follow the leader. I'm gonna be writing down the running order as everybody pits. We'll figure out what the invert is. We'll announce the invert then, and we're gonna put guys on a 1-minute shot clock.
Probably a little bit longer, maybe a minute and a half.
Okay.
Just because I was thinking, like the other night, I took 11 gallons after the break because I was pretty much empty. I needed all 11 gallons. I only had about 3 laps left. And when I calculated last night, it was about a minute for 10 gallons. So I think we just need a little bit extra to get some extra gas in there if needed.
All right, then we'll put everybody on
Like 115 or something.
Yeah. Well, we'll figure it out. Whatever it is, we're gonna put guys on a shot clock so that they can make their repairs, put some gas in the tank, and get ready for the second segment. And then I'm gonna call everybody out according to the new restart order. Whoever the leader is at that point is basically gonna pace at 20 miles an hour so that they don't start lapping the field. And once everybody's back on track, I'm going to throw a yellow. Pace car will pick up the field on lap 27. Going to pace. And 29, we're going to cross it up. 30 will go back green. And then we'll start our second segment for the 50-lap run.
I'm glad it's you guys that have to deal with all that and not me.
Matter of fact.
This is like a lot. I think we might have the only league where an admin doesn't run the races, but
I think you might be right.
I can't. Like I wouldn't be able to pull this off if I was running in a race. And I'm not taking anything away from Netherwood or the guys at Can-Am because the way they have their league set up, it works for them that they can run in their own races. But just the way I do things, it just would be impossible for me to race. So.
Well, you wouldn't qualify for it anyway, so don't worry about it.
Would not.
You still need to get out there on one of our little off weeks sometime.
Nope.
Or just practice with us.
Matter of fact, you can practice. We're talking about practice.
We talk
Practice?
about practice.
We're not talking about a game. We're talking about practice.
I'm talking about simulated racing.
That was the last time anyone gave a fuck about professional basketball in this city, too.
When the AI was there.
Yeah.
Paul, we gotta at least do a Carb Cup session. Like, get a bunch of us in there, you included. That would be fun.
We wouldn't even end up in the same split because I'm still a red stripe.
Oh yeah, you would. I've raced with many red stripes in the Carb Cup. There are, man. You wanna? Never mind. There are some special people in the Carb Cup. People like
Perfect.
somebody will just fucking step on the gas and then just fucking turn it sideways, like taking the green flag, and it's like, wow. But that's what it's there for,
One of my buddies actually just got iRacing, and I told him about our league and stuff, and I told him, get some laps under his belt and all that, and join up, all that in street stock. And he was doing a time trial at Charlotte, like the first thing he'd done at all. And I jumped into his session just to watch him from the cockpit. And it's like, I forgot how terrible you are when you first start iRacing. Like, it's not like any video game. It's not like just jumping on Forza,
No.
Keeping it in third gear at Charlotte. Just
See, I think I was pretty good when I first started.
letting off in the trial and stuff.
I was decent. That's where I got most of my official wins from. It's in the rookie class.
Well, you can't see your first win. Like, you can't see or not your first win, but your first race, right? You don't have can you look back that far in your history?
I don't know.
I think I saved the replay for my first ever race. I think I got like 8th.
Cool story, bro. Tell it again.
Well, my first street stock race, I think I got like 8th. I don't know. Paul, you must have so many of those. You must have like the certificates for hosting races. You must be like.
No.
You know what? Huh?
They don't. I don't think they do that. I don't think
No, they give you awards for hosting sessions.
Yeah, there's like points or not. Just like, hey, good job.
Oh.
You hosted this many.
Yeah. It's just shit to make you spend more money, basically.
Nope.
No, I'm checking right now, so.
No, I got none. I'm looking. I've got one for winning a race.
You want a race?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
I love the story of Paul's first win.
I think I have to hear this story. I don't.
No, Paul. See,
recollect this.
you're host with the most, level 2.
Yeah.
And you're probably working on level 3 right now. Yeah, host with the most, level 3, host 100 sessions, and 31 more 39 more. What is that? Math. In some more sessions, you'll have host with the most, level 3, brah.
How long would that take in titty years?
Titty years, we're talking a few months. I mean, titty years, that'll fly by. Yeah, Paul, tell us about your first win again.
It was like 3:00 in the morning, and I lapped everybody.
What the hell? Where in the hell were they from? South Africa?
France, Central Europe, Indiana, Central Europe, Brazil.
Did you say Indiana?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That explains it.
I was racing guys named like Benoit and Vladislav and Nikolai and Cleverson.
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 Beautiful name.
Yeah.
I mean,
I just basically was the only one that was running there at the end. Strength of field 989.
That's pretty solid.
Not bad.
I've only won one official race.
I've got 4.
Matt, how many you got?
I think I have 3.
Oh, okay. Well, never mind.
Yep, 3.
I've earned clean race 38 times.
I got 21 wins.
How many SARA wins do you have?
2.
I think that's what I got.
I've got 0.
I have 2.
I just gonna win in a truck race at Darlington this past week. Unofficial.
There,
Guess that's my first one. A couple one. What's that?
You got 3 wins.
I got 3 wins in Sarah.
Yeah. You got 2 in the trucks last season.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the trucks.
And you got the November 20th street stock race.
Yeah, Lantner. Yeah, I took out Mike.
Put them out?
Oh yeah. Took him out on like lap 5. That's before we had cautions.
Surprised you've only ran 8 races this year, Jesse.
Official races?
Yeah.
Yeah, I never do them. Because most of the time, because we do races Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday nights, and I used to do the limiteds on street stocks and late models, so it was like,
Right.
I was racing like all night Tuesday, Thursday, and it's like any other time that I'm not racing, my girlfriend and I usually do whatever around the house or whatever, so.
Usually showing your balls off?
Yeah, show her my balls once in a while. She likes it.
Sometimes you gotta put it on the table, let them see them, son.
I just want to point out for people that don't know, Jesse's girlfriend's name is also Jessie. And there was a point where Jesse was blowing up my my Facebook message thing for something. I forget what we were talking about, but my girl Anne-Marie was over, and Anne-Marie goes over and looks, and she turns around and looks at me, and she goes, "Who the fuck is this Jesse bitch that keeps messaging you?" She was ready to throw down, man. She was taking the earrings off and everything.
Oh, she got the bitch part right.
Oh,
Snap.
Hey Jess, you want some aloe for that burn?
Nah, I'm good. I think I'm alright. Actually, yeah, I think I better. I don't want it to scar.
So were you named Jessica from birth, and did you just kind of quit going about that when you got into high school, or?
Yeah, I changed it when I got into high school because it was causing way too many problems in my social life. So I changed it to, I tried Jess for a while, but
Jess.
that didn't work. That was worse.
See, I assumed you started going with Jesse after you started watching Full House, and you wanted to be like Uncle Jesse.
Let's be fair, though. Everybody wanted to be Uncle Jesse.
That's true.
I want to be Bob Saget.
Nobody wanted to be Bob Saget. Well, I mean, you kind of are Bob Saget. You got a couple kids. You got the whole family life going, and you jump on Skype and you tell awful, dirty jokes.
That's pretty accurate.
I thought you just had one kid.
I do, but I may have others. Who knows?
Clay's got 3 kids, 1 of each.
One of what?
1 of each.
What's the third type?
That's what I'm wondering.
Jeez, I wish it counted your laps and hosted sessions towards your total lap count. I'm just looking at the awards here for all the dumb shit they give you.
Yeah, but then people would just host their own sessions and turn laps just to get it.
Yeah. By the way, Jesse Potter is leading in miles run in SARA racing with 2,489 miles.
Get a life.
Right?
Yeah, I'll just stop showing up.
He's also leading in laps turn with 4,212.
Those kind of go hand in hand, don't they?
It should be relevant, yeah.
I think Chris had me beat in one of them.
Chris has everyone beaten everything else. Actually, you've got him nudged for races started. You've got 68. Chris and Clay both have 67. But
Damn, Clay, you started on this late and you're still up there.
Yeah.
How many did you say I had?
68. No, you got 67 starts.
And who's the leader?
Jesse was 68.
You'll catch me next week though. I won't be around Thursday night.
Where the fuck are you gonna be?
Indianapolis.
What a fucking prick.
We're leaving. I'm flying out Thursday morning. I won't be back till Monday.
Is that why you asked how far I live away from there?
Yeah, I was gonna come over and look at your wife's tits for a while.
Fun.
just gonna sit in the corner and share just a look. Don't mind.
Don't mind me, guys.
It's hospitality, right?
Yeah.
I'm a guest. I'm a visitor.
I don't drink Miller Lite though, so you'd have to either bring your own or deal with Bud Light.
I'll drink whatever.
That's the only thing Jesse discriminates on beer.
I mean, I have my preferences, but I fucking don't care.
Cold.
That's about the only prerequisite.
My dad drinks them straight out of the box if they ain't cold yet. Fuck that.
Where are you at again in Indiana, Clay?
Newburgh, next to Evansville,
Okay,
where your uncle lives.
pretty much.
Well, was there some kind of something going on there with Derek's uncle?
We sexed back and forth a lot.
So I'm just here writing up the race recap for the website. You boys do whatever you need to do.
It'll be entertaining what you're gonna write. You should pull a quote off of Facebook.
Yeah, you should take some words from somebody that raced tonight and maybe had some.
I was busy putting together the stats when whatever happens. I'm not even sure what you're talking about.
This fucking picture just came across my Facebook feed. That looks awesome.
Oh wow,
Oh my god.
it's a command center.
Crank that shit
Wow.
up.
He's got that awesome shit, and then he's got this dumb Acura Integra poster up there in the fucking middle of everything.
Clay, so how close are you to getting the triples? Are you like 90%?
I would say more like on a 30% scale.
Are you? It's because you
You're
were
90%
ready.
from 30%.
Well, we're trying to buy a camper right now, and that's kind of been put to the back burner. The triples.
What the hell you
So-
need a camper for?
Go camping.
Where are you gonna camp in Indiana?
Those swinger
Warm
parties
place, man.
come to you. I mean,
Are you just speaking out loud as you type?
Yes.
Are you writing a big post?
No, I don't think so.
The thing that's holding me back the most from getting them is my desk. I mean, I don't have anywhere to put 3 monitors. I really don't want to get a new desk and all that shit.
Do I want to post? Do I have to send you the picture of what Chris Roberts races with?
Have you seen that, Clay?
Yeah.
I believe Paul referred to as slop ass.
What does he race with?
You haven't seen it?
No.
Oh my god.
I
You'll
think he's
feel even
racing
worse.
with a CRT monitor that's like 4 feet above his fucking wheel, and that's covered in shit. That is about 1.5 feet wide. That's covered in shit. And
You'll
he's
feel
sitting in a lawn chair that's also covered in shit.
you'll feel even worse that he kicks your ass.
Yes.
He gets
Yes.
the job done.
What's your
Where's
setup,
his picture at?
Matt?
I'll give it to you. Hang on.
What?
What's your setup?
I have an old TV stand that I put my wheel on the top of. I've got my pedals down below on the bottom of it, and then I have that right next to a giant TV stand that I have my TV mounted into. I just swing my TV from where I watch TV and over
What
to
the hell? Sorry, Matt.
You're-
Do you play on a big TV, Matt?
32-inch.
Jeez, what? How in the hell? And then he's got a Raminator model off to the side here. It's 34 Gatorade bottles and NOS bottles and what the shit? How does he do that? And then he whoops our ass doing it.
Fucking
And
launch.
I'm pretty sure that's like a 17-inch monitor too.
That's a legend car that he's running there as well.
And that's because that's the only car that'll fit in that narrow ass screen of his.
I mean, he sits far away from it too. That's crazy.
Those glasses must be like 100 times magnification or something.
That's well, more power to him, I suppose.
I'm just wondering how long that tin of Planters peanuts has been there.
It just seems like one,
That's a
sometimes
spit cup.
it wouldn't take much for the car to get loose and then you jerk it back around to try to catch it and just fucking he's wearing all that shit.
And the crazy part is, like, if you Facebook stalk him a little bit, like the house that him and Lauren have is fucking gorgeous. And then
It really is.
he's got this tiny ass set. It looks like he's racing in his college dorm.
It does.
That's definitely like the man part of the house right there.
That's it. That's all he gets.
That's like the coldest spot in the house, like right out by the door.
Next,
That's a chair that you take to the races or something. That you put your code beer in there. The
Next
hell?
off week in between seasons, you ought to put up a post, Paul, and have everybody submit a picture of like their racing center.
Racing rigs.
Be kind of cool to see what everybody's in.
Mine's on a big pub table that we have in the corner, and I got a 21-inch monitor hooked up to the laptop. That's how mine's set up.
You guys have seen mine. I posted it on Facebook a few times.
Yeah, asshole.
I only have two 27s and a 25. I got to get rid of the 25 and get a 27
Only have two 27s.
and a 20. Yeah, two 27 LEDs and a 25 LCD.
Like, I'm looking at this picture of Chris's setup, and I really feel like he's got to move the kitty litter out of the way to throw his pedals down every night. Cat's just looking at him, waiting when the race will be over so he can take a shit. Maybe that's why he disconnected. Maybe the cat got tired of waiting.
In front of his wheel, there is a dirty plate with a spoon on it, covered in some shit. Do you see that?
Yeah, I do now.
Yeah. I think that's an R Factory disc there. It's something he switched from regular Pepsi to Diet.
No, that's a Logitech disc.
I don't
He's
even
drinking
see.
Naso. That's good stuff.
I don't even see where his computer is. I think his computer is the
Just to
RC
the
car on
left.
top of the peanuts.
It's just to the left out of the picture.
Does he have a? Oh, it looked like that yellow cord that he's got plugged in there. It looked like his Ethernet plugged right into the wall.
That's what I thought in the beginning.
Yeah.
I was like, well, that's badass, but
Just a
then you look
huge
at the rest of
extension
the
cord.
picture, Figured it out.
well, can anyone read his card number under the remote? We can get some-
Well, the kid's 2 weeks old, so you know that's maxed out by now.
Oh man, God, they're expensive.
Yeah, tonight he was running with a diaper on top of that desk too.
Hold the kid.
Oh my god.
I hope so.
Probably with a baby in his lap.
I just thought it was funny last week. Coming home from work, I just get a message. I'm racing from him. Kid's 3 hours old. I wiped the shit out of its eye yet. He's fucking back home racing.
Kid will understand.
Well, yeah.
Kid'll probably be in a go-kart in a couple years.
Oh, definitely.
Kid'll be in a go-kart before it snows.
Yeah.
Have you seen pictures of his real car that he used to race?
Uh-huh.
Well, he had that Cavalier or something like that, didn't he?
Oh, look at that picture I just
Just as
sent.
bad a paint job as his car did last season.
Oh wow, that's pretty sharp.
Probably why he's so good. 'Cause he's actually raced a pretty fucking fast race car before.
I thought you were talking about the four-cylinder you used to run.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of.
Is that a late model? It's got to be either like a, I want to,
so.
somewhere
Looks
between.
like a limited late model. Not
Yeah.
quite a full late model, but yeah.
That's what I was thinking.
What series is that?
On the back, it has how many wins and stuff he has. You just can't see it.
Back just says 4,000 second places.
What track is that? Does anyone know?
It's got to be one down in Hickory. I don't know. Hickory Speedway, maybe?
No, don't look like Hickory Speedway.
Oh.
No, cool.
Awkward silence. Oh well.
It's all right.
I'm still looking at the cars.
Yeah, I was thinking it probably should wrap us up soon anyway.
Let's talk a little bit more about tonight.
Let's talk about the lap 61 restart.
Ooh.
Oh man.
Ooh. There was some tempers flaring tonight.
There's some blocking going on. There's some
There
noses
was-
being put in people's asses that
there
didn't
was some-
belong. And
Tempers, there was some curse words being thrown, and there was Paul telling people to fucking
Shut it down.
shut it the fuck down.
what was up with Jared getting taken out there after the checker flags into the?
Yeah, he came up after the race. He came up behind me, and I was just running high, just circling the track. And he came up behind me, and he kind of bumped into me a little bit, and bumped into me again. And I fucking just slammed on the brakes, and then he turned me around, and then I just drove back to the pits. And I messaged him. I was like, you got a problem? Like you just having fun or what? And he's no, I'm just having fun. I was frustrated. And I was like, oh, because I don't even think we even touched each other at all during the race. So. But, it was
It was a
Kinda-
fun race. It was a good race.
It was. I think we've had a lot of good racing at New Hampshire this week.
There's
Some
a
of my
lot of
best
room,
racing anyway.
You know, you can have a mistake and you won't take people out. To a degree.
Sorry, Clay.
You know, the funny thing, like people were talking about that restart, and it was I think it was Matt Eady on P1 for that, and the rule is on restarts that the leader can initiate the restart anytime from the time the pace car completely clears the racing surface to the time the in-race spotter gives you the green call.
Yeah.
Most guys will wait a little bit and game it just a little bit, but typically a guy will go right when they exit turn 4. As soon as they get straight, they gas and try to get some separation. Edie held, and you guys were damn near right up on the start-finish line before he finally gave it the gas. And with the front row stalling as much as they did, the back of the pack got real confused, and we ended up going 3 and 4 wide. Cars were all over the place on the back straight on a restart, and everything just got guys ended up everywhere. Taft Baldwin got a black flag for passing low, trying to avoid contact. It was just that restart was it was clean up front, but it was chaos in the back. And I didn't know the guys were blocking and getting turned around, so I wasn't looking for that specifically when I looked at the restart. I just want to make sure that the leaders came down and were clean, and they were. So I moved on. So I didn't save the replay, so I still haven't seen what happened behind the front row. But apparently it was just fucking insane.
Yeah, the 88 was a little slow in the restart, so I kind of picked up a little bit of speed because I think Justin was on the point for most of the race, and he restarted pretty quickly, and so I was expecting the 88 to go, and he didn't quite go right away, and so I barely lifted, and as soon as I lifted, he took off, which kind of jumped up the front a little bit, and then obviously stuff happened up front. I don't want to go into it too much. Justin poked his nose in there 3 wide, and we all ended up wrecking up front. it was a little bit on my part. I felt like it was mostly in his part, but that's all I'm going to say about that. It wasn't needed right away. We had a good restart, or we should have had a good restart. I think the 88 took no tires. Me
Had
and Clay
laps
were
to
on
run,
2
too.
tires. What's that?
Yeah, we still had laps to run. So I mean, as quick as Rosenau has been, especially on this track, I mean, he's a tenth quicker on an average lap than most guys.
Yeah, and me and Clay were on 2 tires, and the 88 was on no tires, so he could have gotten around us the next lap.
Yeah, there's still 15 laps left.
Yeah.
There was that one restart. I think I was restarting third, or I don't remember which one it was, but second place was pretty much. I think I was restarting third, but I had second place was like hanging out outside of me, and I was like, it was obvious that he was trying to jump the start, and that's when I was like, you guys got to tighten that up, because like the whole outside line was shifted back by one whole car. Just everybody was, I think whoever was starting outside pole, I forget who it was now, who was ever restarting second was sitting next to me, and I was inside in third.
Yeah, the outside lane was slow all night. I had to tell the outside lane to pick it up a couple times, which is unusual. Usually, guys are pretty good with the restarts.
Yeah, I think it's a lot to do with just trying to get a jump. That's one thing there is that place especially, because everybody's pretty much on the front stretch anyway. If you're in like second or third row, you can lag back just a little bit, and especially there you can get a really good run if you time it right. It's happened to me a few times, but it could also be the gear that I run. I don't know.
It's a little hard to see when exactly the leader takes off if you're a couple rows back. So,
That's true.
especially at that track.
Yep. No, that's a tough track. Especially if you're like, I guess it would be if you're like running right next to the wall down the front stretch, and you got a car low, a car right in front of you, and a car low on him, you can barely see the turn. Like you can barely see where you have to turn in.
Yeah.
It's fun.
For the most part, though, it was good racing. I think we have got a lot to expect for this Sunday. Should be pretty damn good.
It was outstanding racing. I mean, it was set some cautions, but I mean, there were 3 wide, a lot. I mean, you guys were taking each other deep. I might have even gotten 4 wide there for a second. I think Derek, you were in that fight for third place, and there were 4 or 5 cars right on top of each other there early on.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it was good. I mean, we gave each other room for the most part. A couple door banging issues every now and then in the middle of the turn, but nothing major. And yeah, we made it happen. It was good racing.
Yeah, no, it was a lot of fun. It was a real good race. I'm okay with seven cautions in that race. That's fine with me. So yeah, I'm telling you, man, this Sunday, Can-Am better have their shit together, because I think we're ready.
Yeah, the field is set for both leagues, so we know who's going to be in the show for the most part. We've got a couple more spots to figure out. Should be interesting.
Yes, sir.
I got their list right now, and I'm looking at our top 5 that are already in the show, plus Chris. So we'll call it 6 guys that have a real good shot at running up front for the most part. And I would say their first 5 or 6 guys they have a pretty good shot as well.
I wish the competition caution and the invert was closer to the end. I think that would make things a little more exciting. But I mean, it's gonna be an awesome race either way. But I think it would be if you had 50 green laps, and then because it's obvious that you pit at that point.
Yeah.
But you can, even if you don't pit on older stuff, like you can still hang on to your track position really well, because I don't think that track eats up tires too badly at all. Like you can still be pretty quick on old stuff. It's hard to get by. Of course, Justin Rose now is fast no matter what, so he'll find a way by most of the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never pitted all night, and I mean, I was able to hold my own back there, like into 9th, even after that, like 15 lap run after that original restart. So that was on like 50 lap tires.
Yeah, you were holding off Bellinger there for a while on old tires, and I think he had already pitted twice. So I mean, you were hanging tough with him.
That's why I felt like we could take 2 tires at the end like we did. Didn't work out very well, but we were up there.
That's what I did. I took on that one caution where everybody pit. I just took 2 gallons of gas and right side tires and came out in second.
Did rights work pretty well?
I don't know. I got wrecked.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, join the club.
Me too.
Seemed to have been going all right, but racing deal.
I wrecked me and James on the backstretch. It caught up a couple of people besides me and him. Can't remember who else got involved in it, but
It's funny. Derek and I were both limping around the track at the end of it. Both cars are just so damaged.
You survived, though. You got your final spot.
Yeah, that's basically what all I was trying to do was just stay out and not pit for repairs and just play the lucky dog game, and figured anybody else was gonna go a lap down was probably gonna get it pretty bad, and yep, I was right.
And Clay's 1 spot out.
Yep.
Get that provisional though, or the shootout race.
Clay, I think you're going to be tough in that shootout race.
Is anybody
see.
airing that shootout race?
No.
I could stream it, I think.
You want to?
I could, yeah. I could disable my triples, and actually I don't know, because I don't know how well Time Warner Cable. I swear to God, like everything I've ever read online is like thousands of people seem to just have problem with just going streaming to or from Twitch with Time Warner Cable. So maybe I'll give it a test run. Huh?
How long have you been with Time Warner?
Fucking since we've lived in this apartment.
I have the same issue. We have Insight here, but Time Warner bought them out about a year ago, and Twitch has been shit basically since.
It's been fine for it was, I think back in February is when something happened, and it's just total shit now. Like Time Warner's fine everywhere else. Like it's never had any connectivity issues. It's always fast as hell.
Right.
It's just the one thing. I don't know if it's something on Twitch's end. Nobody really knows for sure. People just kind of speculate, but I don't know.
So that showdown race goes up at 8:30 Eastern, is that right?
Practice sessions open at 8 for both the showdown race and the regular race. And the race will start at 8:30, yeah.
So are you gonna, I assume, admin the showdown race, Paul, and then jump over into the other one?
Yeah, what I'll do is for the guys in the showdown race, look for a private message on the iRacing message board in the next couple of days. It'll have a password for the session. It's not going to be a league race. It's going to be a hosted session with a password. And what I'll do is it's going to be 25 laps, no cautions. So, I mean, it's just flat out whatever. And then in that session, I'll have a name for who the provisional is. Because I imagine whoever I give the provisional to is also going to be in that race. So I'll announce in the shootout race who gets the 12th roast grid for us. And then I'll give that to Matt, who can do whatever he needs to do to get it to whoever needs to get it. And, yeah. And I guess we haven't really talked about this, Matt, but I guess we're going to have to put together a password for the feature, too, and get that distributed to guys as well, correct?
Correct. Do you know if you're putting that up, or is Can-Am putting that up? Have we even decided that?
I don't think that's been discussed yet, but now that I know what we're going to need to do for that segment break, we can do that. We can do that tonight if you want.
I mean, if you'd rather just go ahead and do it, we can do that way. That way
Alright.
you're already set up as an admin and all that.
All right. Yeah, and I'm guessing Netherwood and Hahey are going to be adminning for them.
I'm not sure, because they both made it, so
Okay.
I'll have to check with them on what they want to do with that.
All right.
Maybe they have someone else that didn't make it that has admin with them before. I don't know.
Okay.
If you have it in front of you, can you give a rundown of who all is going to be in our showdown race?
Yep.
Um,
We've got, well, people denying their spots, I'm guessing, aren't going to be there. So I'll just go down. We got Clay Snyder, Anthony Celentano, James Edens, Gary Belling, Derek Robinson, Luke Zeich, Sean Medling, and Layla Wilson. So there's only down to about 8 guys there after people dropped out of the top 10. So
And that is 8 people that are pretty fast, really. I mean, any of those could really win.
Yeah. Zyke, I don't know if he's going to show up because I haven't seen him around the last few weeks. Layla's a wild card. I mean, she's, I guess her job has her on call, so she's hit or miss on when she can run and when she can't. But
She was there last night. I was surprised to see her there, but she
yeah,
didn't very long.
Belling's new, but he's picking it up quick. He went from not knowing what to do on a lucky dog to knowing how to run Clay and Mike clean while they were running for that last transfer spot.
Doesn't he doesn't know. Does he own Montgomery Speedway? What does he do with that?
No, you're thinking of Paul Boswell.
Right. Yep. My bad.
Yeah, Paul Boswell is the GM and promoter at MMS. I don't know if he's a track owner, but he runs the shows down there.
Yep.
And unfortunately, he just didn't have enough starts to make the show.
Yeah.
Paul Boswell.
That's the thing. Like he and I talk a lot on Facebook now, and he's always laughing. He's frustrated because with his responsibilities at the track, he's never been able to run a weekly series for points. He's like he really wants to run. He really wants to run with us, especially in the late models. But he just shit always comes up, and he just can't make sessions. So it's a shame. I would have liked to have gotten him into the show. Especially with him putting up some tickets and bringing some guys in. Like I know McCauley's one of his real steel guys down there. So would have been nice to have gotten him in the show. But
Yeah.
So let's go ahead and wrap it up then. It's fucking 3 a.m. again. So yeah, it's gonna be an interesting weekend. Yeah, I'll test out my stream settings. So I would like to stream that race, and so that way people that are interested could watch it. I don't know who would want to watch it that can't just watch it on iRacing, but
you never know.
And then we'll get the winner of that and the provisional to jump over to the race session. And
your Twitch records, so I mean, people could watch it that were in it afterwards.
It's true. Or you could just save your replay or something. Oh, you mean like from somewhere else?
Yeah.
Or guys who are in the main show that want to watch it and are turning practice laps.
This is funny.
Now that we've come to a crashing halt again.
No, I just sent a picture into the chat, or a gallery. It's of a haunted house that snaps your picture at like a super scary moment. And it's just reaction pictures of people.
Outstanding.
Anyway, enough of that. We'll go ahead and wrap it up. See everybody back here again on Tuesday, where there's going to be some racing on some track.
Yes, correct.
My iRacing just shut off the network connection and started playing my replay. I still have it open.
Let's see where we're running. Give me 1 second. I'll feel.
for street stocks, it might be Oxford again.
Yep.
Ooh.
Yep.
From Paul down at the train yard. Train yard Paul.
Whatever. You're just jealous. I live anywhere near a actual city. I don't know. It's late. I'm tired.
Yeah, well, you guys, what, Matt?
On Wednesday, are we doing anything? Do you know yet, Paul?
Modifieds.
Yeah, we're gonna be doing a modified race somewhere.
Woo.
Yeah.
We should do New Smyrna.
I was thinking modifieds on Okayama.
No.
No, I'm kidding.
Actually, modifieds on a road course could be fun. I just don't know if they'd really have the gear for it. Well, they probably do.
Maybe something short like
Let's not give them any ideas.
You'd have a lot of loops, I think.
Yeah, I'm sure. But no, that I don't know if we talked about the Tour Mod series, but that I think is going to be fun because all the races on our Tour Mod schedule are actual Tour Mod races. I mean, same track, same length. So you've got You got some long runs like the Florida Cracker 200s in the middle of the schedule at New Smyrna. That's gonna be a long race, but it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be fun. There are a lot of guys that are looking for regular Tour Mod races, so I think we're gonna see some new faces and should be a good time. Hopefully, it'll work out better than the trucks did.
I think it will. But yeah, I hope so.
And Thursday we've got New Smyrna.
New Smyrna for 110 lapper.
Good
Ooh.
stuff.
Coming down to the end, man. We're going into week 8 now. 8 of 10.
We should do modifieds at New Smyrna Wednesday and then late models at New Smyrna on Thursday.
Yeah, we can do that.
That'd be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what we could do? We could just beat the piss out of you until you get the website up.
Hey, I can't. It's gonna happen. All right. Buddy's coming over from work tomorrow.
You said that 2 months ago.
You did.
Yeah, but this time I said no. It'll be done for the All-Star race.
You said it was going to be done for the season.
Huh?
You said it would be done in time for the start of the season.
I remember saying that. That's true. That's true that I said that.
That was actually said.
But then it just kind of stalled. But no, I'm back into it now, and I want to see it done. I want to get it finished. Look hot.
Yeah.
I want to see it done too.
Anyway, we'll see everybody back here next week.
On Sunday.
Sunday, yes. Sunday.
We'll sell you the whole seat, but you only need the edge.
All right, everyone. For Sim Auto Racing Association, we have Derek, Paul, Clay, Matt, myself. Goodbye.
Bye.
See ya.
All right, and there it is.